Come.
Good morning. Happy Sabbath. I remember in 2014, I was in the hospital. I was sick. And being sick on my sick bed, I said, Lord, if I make it out of the hospital, I'm going to serve you and I'm going to give my life to you. And then my niece called me and she said, Auntie, I would love for you to go graduation with me. I have felt so proud. It lifted my spirits even higher. I was thinking like I'm not gonna make it. I'm gonna die because I wasn't feeling really well. My kidneys was my kidneys was the other side of my kidney was draining something. Something was pressing on my kidneys, and everything was all over the place. So they didn't find out what was wrong with me. So I said to myself, Lord, help me, Lord, help me. I need you, Lord. And Father, if you let me leave this hospital, I'm going to baptize. Not know what baptism was. So I came home from the hospital, and the next day I went into church at Caneville. And being in Caneville, Seventh-day Adventist Church. Church was full, and I came in like minutes before the welcome in the afternoon time. And the church said, the lady on the platform said, do we have any visitors here today? Everybody look around at me, and they look around at everybody too, because they know I'm not a visitor. I have been coming here a long time. I know I'm a visitor. And I said to myself, I'm standing up, because I wasn't felt that well to stand up. So I sit down, and then she passed, and then after church done, everybody have greeted me with a warm welcome and asked me to go stay for lunch. And I said no, I didn't feel 100%, so I'm going to go home. So I went on home, and when I went on home, I come home and I lie down. And I stand on my bed and I lay down, I put the TV on 3ABN, and I watch 3ABN, and it lifts my spirits from where it was. And doing that, Brother Walton, I think he was the Elder Walton that called me. And he asked me how we're doing. And if my sister named Sophia, I said yes. He said, okay, I didn't know that Sophia was your sister. So I tell him, are you ready to baptize? He said, you sure? He said, it take a lot. I said, okay, I'm ready. Because I know I've been through. So he told me there's a crusade coming up at Bornsland. I said, okay, I will be there. He asked me if I went already. I tell him no. So I went the following day. Well, and the pastor, I think it was Pastor Peters, and that pastor was preaching so good. I draw my spirits in, and then every day he would bring somebody. I got all of my nephews and my niece, and I read the Bible for the most people, bring the most visitors that night. I felt so overwhelmed. And when Sabbath come, and he said, we're gonna have baptism today, I was up front. Without hesitation, there's nothing that's stopping me. I have prepared myself. I went up, I get my gong, and I baptized. And it was the best thing that I have ever done. It had opened up my spirits. It has transformed me. I'm a more loving person. And now I love to pray. My spirits that I had before, it was good. But the spirit that I fall in love with and the spirit that leads me to Christ blossomed into a beautiful lady, a child of God. And I had my trials. And I said, Lord, I come this far. And I know, Lord, it was your grace and your mercy. Because my pressure always used to be high. And my eyesight was not 100%. But I know if I tell you about toys afterwards, I have felt that different, that I had a better eyesight. And I had a better eyesight. And I continue to invite my other families. And I bring on my same niece. And she get back toys. And I have felt so good that it was three of us, me, my son, and her. I will tell anybody, coming to Christ is the best thing you can ever do. And you find joy, you find peace, and you find comfort, you find love, you get understanding, and you get so much wisdom when you seek God for yourself. And find yourself in the church that's speaking the word of God for yourself. Because to find God is a self-searching thing. It's for your own benefit. And when you find God and you're in love with God, you will hold on to God. And that spirit will lead you to baptism. And you will feel just as I felt, my first love. So don't ever stay at home and think that church is only for my one. God is for all of us. He died for all of us. Because salvation is free. And I can tell you it's not for my one. It's for you and me. So come and follow me and walk with Christ. Have a blessed and wonderful Sabbath day.